I made $2,500 this week with no red days. I want to show you each and every setup, how they all look very similar with the same entry and exit criteria, and how you could do it too with your own prop firm challenges or instant fundeds, whatever you're trading, even personal capital. That's just 1 to 2 trades per day. You can see nothing really flashy. That it's an 85% win rate. 6 wins, 1 loss. We'll definitely go over the loss. Really not a big deal. The day win percentage, like I said, 100. The profit factor is insane, but there's only been 1 loss, so we can't really get hung up on that. But let's get into a bonus one to start off. It's the Friday before this week, the very first day of the year of trading. Now, it's going to be a VWAP pullback strategy. If you've never seen my videos, if you've never seen my strategy, it's all available on ASFX TV, and you can get your first month free. Just sign up down below. You'll get access to my full future strategy as well as all the live streams. So come in, hang out, trade with us live. But you'll see these VWAP bounces. This black one is the overnight VWAP that I'm not getting induced into short. This is really just a retest because I'm also using the 15-minute here on the left. That's a new high, pull back. Am I actually bearish at this level, or am I really probably trying to find a higher high from here, that this could be our higher low? Well, it forms the higher low, but I need to wait for buyers to step back in on the break above New York, anchored from 9:30 New York open. When that happens, I also preach in my strategy, you got to get out on the first break of opening range. The opening range is the first 15 minutes of the day. It paints these horizontal lines for me. That just often doesn't run. Of course, you'll see days where it does, and you'll want to hold through forever every day. But more times than not, this level is really as high as it goes for the short term. That's probably going to pull back soon. We can get a better entry, whatever. So I get out on the strong, volatile, push for a new high. It goes a little bit higher and then right back down. Good exit by me, whatever. That was the Friday. Let's get into the next Monday. It's the same premise. I only show you that one because it's the exact same idea of the bearish move at the open, where if you're locked in on the regular trading hours, you're just going to see all sellers, right? All of this to the left would be invisible. You wouldn't see it. So seeing that the higher time frame is still bullish, that it made a move higher, that the move down here at the open is same thing to that VWAP, where we could definitely form a higher low. But let me see if buyers can take this New York back. They do. So now I'm long. Stop loss is at the bottom of that opening range, because if it breaks for a new low a day, maybe we're cracking below VWAPs and we're going lower. Now, the reason the stop loss is there is because I want to allow it to build these higher lows if it needs to. You saw on the day prior, it didn't need to. It just went right up, right for a new high. But when it doesn't, I could still survive and make money because I'm right on this price being good. I'm not always going to time it perfectly, but I'm saying this is a good price to buy it. Buyers are in. Let's go continue higher. And it slowly takes its time, but same thing, trading back to the structure to the left. I don't really like to chase breakouts. I'm certainly not going to enter when we are breaking out up here. I'll maybe hold through one if I'm already in long down below. But for the most part, just trading back to where we've been, right? Simple risk reward, nothing crazy. It's not unrealistic either. Now let's go to Tuesday. Here's where the loss comes in. You'll see the same thing. I'm preaching on it earlier. First break of open range. I just told you not to buy that. Go for it. It often doesn't run. This is one of those days where, that would have been a nice entry. It runs stress-free, nothing but higher. But we could wait for a pullback. We'll find an entry close to VWAP. I want to be close to VWAP. So it pulls back to the New York VWAP, the same price we bought it off of every single other trade. But it doesn't stop pulling back. It keeps on going. Now, the stop loss on this isn't amazing. It is above that black overnight, so I wouldn't truly be wrong if we get stopped out, because we could still hold that level. So that's a little bit bad about it, because if we look back at this other trade, if this does break my stop loss, it's breaking below the black one. So yeah, maybe I don't want to be long. Same thing on this one, right? If it stops me out, it's now cutting through 2 VWAPs. I don't know if I like the long. So with this one, I'm below New York, but I'm still above the black overnight. I might want to be long. Unfortunately, I did want to still be long, so we just had to buy it back. Buy it back off the lower price, the better VWAP, and now with a smart stop loss at the bottom of range saying, well, if this gets stopped out too, then we're breaking for a new low below every VWAP. I'm done with the longs, right? Just because I lost doesn't mean I was necessarily wrong on wanting to buy it. Could have been a bad price, bad timing, mix of both. Let me try it again. Now with a better stop loss, it takes its time. But higher lows on the bottom. So we sit through it and we get a nice exit a little bit before high of day, just because I made back the loss plus some, and it's been taking a while. Give me my money. I'm out of here. Now let's go to the next day, Wednesday. This one's while the open range is still setting. So I often don't promote to do this because it is a tough time to trade. But hopefully seeing Friday's trade, Monday's trade, and maybe the earlier Tuesday one, this is what's been printing. It's a pullback to this overnight VWAP during the open, break above New York, let's rip higher. So like, I know the opening 15 minutes isn't amazing, but this is literally what I've been taking every other day so far this year. It's only January 7th on this markup, but still, I'm willing to play it because it's just been working out so cleanly. And if I lose, it'll just remind me that's why you don't trade the first 15 minutes, buddy. But it worked out because it looked pretty clean. Now, I didn't chase the high. Like I said, I don't chase breakouts. So seeing the next two candles come down, I'm almost like, well, that's fortunate because I don't want to price way up there. This is giving me a little bit of a discount. Let's get in, and I can find out if this 5 point stop can hold. Not very big at all, right? It's 5 points early in the morning, not over risked, and we get out as it pumps for a new high. It's not going to sustain like that forever. But then we come back in. This is now after the open range is set. It's 10 o'clock. NQ here, first break of open range high, doesn't run. Good. Not getting in long there, right? The money was to be made back here if you were comfortable enough trading it during that first 15 minutes. That's the money. If you didn't get that money, this money is not yours. That's not a long position for you to be in either. Wait for the return to pull back. So it pulls back, holds New York VWAP, buyers defend it. I'm long. Stop loss is great. Like I said, bottom of opening range. So now I'm above, or the VWAPs, both of them are above my stop loss. So it's going to have to cut through both of these levels to tell me I'm wrong. I like that as a level of defense. It makes another higher low. All right, this thing just keeps on building bullish underneath. I'm going to add in because I have a lot of conviction on the direction. Been trading well. All these VWAPs have been bouncing and playing this year. Let's get involved. So with the add-in, I'm able to get out at a little bit better of a risk reward because now it's heavier, but it doesn't go 1R, but that's all right because I still made what I originally risked, right? I didn't have to move as much to go get it. And then it comes back down, but I don't have a mark above it, but it does bounce back higher again. So you could have bought it back here again off the same blue New York VWAP. Now let's go to Thursday. It's looking a little bit different. It's finally not a long, but I mean, damn, look at that open. And here's the first break. Doesn't really run, but it pulls back to New York. The whole thing here is break below New York VWAP, stop loss above both of the VWAPs. That's where my best trades are going to be because then I can at least find out if I'm wrong on direction. And I'm probably not early. I'm probably just going to be wrong. If this gets stopped out, we're probably coming higher. All right, I'll pivot to the longs. Now it makes another lower high right here. So I get back in or add in like I did on the previous trade. Saying, okay, that's kind of confirming that sellers are still building bearish structure above us. We've been nothing but below this VWAP. Let me trade keyword back down to structure because I think this also was the low of day. So I'm out when we get back towards those lows. I'm not looking or needing a breakout or this giant move. I've sat through for like 40 minutes of chop. If it's finally going to break out for me a little bit towards this low, I'll take it. Thank you very much. Don't need to leave that on the table, especially when I add up the previous day's 2 base hits, Tuesday's base hit, Monday's base hit, the Friday's base hit. It'll all compound and add up. I don't need to try to squeeze everything from this one move. Then let's go to Friday's last trade. Patience. This trade didn't come until 11 o'clock because this first 15 minutes was choppy. There was 10 o'clock news right here. I don't want to chase the low because I'm not bearish. And then there was an opportunity to buy it here as it gets above New York. Randy did do that on stream. Just didn't love it. I wasn't really liking how it didn't look like all those trending setups earlier in the week like we looked at, but that's fine. You let it make a new high. That's giving you new information that you want, and you're going to be able to use to your advantage of saying, well, now I know I want to be a buyer. Back here, I was maybe questioning both. Now I'm not questioning both. I'm a buyer, but where do I want to buy it? Well, Evan said this whole video, New York VWAP on a pullback. All right, so let's wait for a pullback. So it does that, and I'm playing the higher low, and let's go trade back. You can see here, exit here, towards structure, right? Did I get it perfectly? No. I'm trading back towards structure, getting a nice stress-free bounce. It's over 1R. Beautiful. Stop loss again, below the blue and the black. Giving me some lines of defense saying, hold these levels. If this goes into drawdown, it's not the end of the world. I could still find support and come back in my favor. In this case, it didn't need to, but in other cases, it definitely will. So I think it was a great week, great start to the year. Only one losing trade, no losing days. We just keep stacking the base hits. There was another trade today, but I'm recording this week back here. This day will have its own video. Looking pretty similar as well. It's a bounce off New York VWAP. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you check out Futures 2.0. Like I said, it's absolutely free. You'll see the bounce plays in here, the break plays, trade with the overnight VWAP, all of it. Go check it out. Go read the reviews on it on Trustpilot, AceFX, as well as check out the top one sale. They're running 40% off right now. You can copy trade 10 Ignite accounts. So it's a crazy opportunity to scale You don't need to copy all 10, but you can get 8, 6, whatever you want. But if you need one, code Evan's always running the best deal. That I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you guys on stream tomorrow morning.